Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome at the Blue Brand, which are hosting the show for tonight, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is your very last draft night, and tonight we will see Jimmy Uso facing Jacob Fatu, their cousins, one-on-one against each other. And of course, Logan Paul is going to address the WWE Universe tonight because he's still not drafted, and it is the very last draft night. And we have a rematch of WrestleMania. The Raw superstar Braun Strowman, will he be able to get that US Championship back to the Raw brands, taking it away from Sheamus? But it looks like we are starting the show as one of the top guys from Friday Night SmackDown, the American Nightmare, who's coming now right through the ring. He wasn't really planned for tonight, so I am very excited to know what he has to say. You can hear it from the crowd; they are all behind him. They all know Cody Rhodes is the good guy here. He will always try to do his best. Um, Formerly known as Dashing Cody Rhodes, son of WWE Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes. So yeah, he has quite a name for himself, and he is also very popular here at Friday Night SmackDown. That's why maybe he is drafted to this brand, to the Blue brand. That's why he is on this side of the WWE. You can hear it, he got always a crowd with it. And that is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for you. Great to see him back here at the WWE. Been away for a while, but now back and better than ever on a whole new level. It looks like he has something to say to the WWE Universe. It is the very last draft night. From next week on, we will continue with normal arenas, normal show. We will not be at Philadelphia anymore. Pretty sure he's telling the truth here. Well, if we can believe the words of Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns will not be here in the building tonight. And that's the equivalent of saying hard work pays off. If you come to work, you have more matches than the people who does not come to work. You gain more experience, and you become a better wrestler in total. There's always room for improvement. And it looks like Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary, the revolutionary, has something to say as well. Very special to see him here tonight. One of the very first draft picks, if not the first man draft pick of SmackDown, because if you remember on the rough nights, the draft night, sorry, night one, Rhea Ripley was actually the very first draft pick of SmackDown, and now it is Seth Rollins, the very first draft pick of SmackDown, but on the men's side. With that necklace around his neck, maybe a little wink at the PLE that is coming pretty soon. The PLE is Judgment Day. that is coming in 3 weeks from now after this SmackDown. He does not need to fight week in, week out to prove that. And yes, of course, if you do remember, Damian Priest defeated Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for Raw Heavyweight Championship, and then of course Seth Rollins was drafted to SmackDown, the brand where his former teammate Roman Reigns is also, both of them was also a member of the Shield. Probably one of the biggest factions of the WWE. He's going really hard on Cody Rhodes. Well, Seth Rollins wants a fight. And it looks like he's not even medically cleared. And Rhodes respecting that, of course. It looks like Cody Rhodes take note of that, but not even Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wanted already to fight immediately, but Cody Rhodes said, "Look, man, you hurt. Let's not do that right now. It's probably best for the health of Seth. You never know." And Seth still taking the moment, even though he's hurt, to hype up the crowd, and we are immediately starting the drafts, the very last drafts. It's Jey Uso who is drafted to Raw. He hasn't been drafted the previous 2 nights, and now he has his places as Raw, and the Tongas are going to NXT. Tonga Lao and Tama Tonga joining NXT with Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso is joining SmackDown. Next up for Monday Night Raw is Gigi Dolan joining Monday Night Raw, a woman with potential for the future of this roster, and it's Angel Garza joining NXT. It looks like he is separating from Berto and Santos Escobar and going his own way, as Pretty Deadly still are drafted as a team. They are going to SmackDown. Here you can see it's round 7. We're going to round 9 and then it's over. Still have the bonus draft. And you can still see here that Austin Theory is one of the free agents everybody is talking about, but not only him, it's also Jacob Fatu still not drafted. Pretty surprising that he's not drafted, even though he's in action. Later on tonight, they were the SmackDown draft picks from night 2. Here you have R-Truth probably going to ask if he can have a spot on the SmackDown brand like he did at Raw and like he did at NXT. He's not in their draft plans. Well, it looks like SmackDown has a new ring announcer in the name of R-Truth. He has a place on the SmackDown roster, but it's more for ring announcements. Maybe he can have a place later on as a wrestler. Who knows? And like I said, Jacob Fatu, still not drafted, is facing the newly drafted Jimmy Uso up next. There you have him, the Samoan Werewolf. Of course, Ethan Page, you could saw it on the previous slide. Ethan Page is drafted in night 2 to SmackDown, so he wants to set a goal for himself. He wants to be the very first one to pin Jacob Fatu, and that is quite a task, Ethan Page. Wait, so what is he wearing? Looks like R-Truth is here in the ring already, ready to announce, but he's not even wearing pants. He's not even wearing pants. I think he thinks he's on the news or something, where you don't see the underneath. But man, you've got to wear pants, man. You're in the ring. There's an audience. Samoan Vampire? He's got those names also confused. It's not Jay Uso, but the Jimmy Uso, who is facing the Samoan Werewolf, not the Samoan Vampire. Yeah, for the very first ring announcement, R-Truth got for me a 4 on 10. Didn't do great in my opinion, but that's of course my opinion. But here you got Jimmy Uso, not Jay Uso like R-Truth did. Sorry. You got Jimmy Uso advancing to the ring right now. It's his time to shine. He has the whole SmackDown brand for himself. His brother went to Monday Night Raw, and his other brother, Solo Sikoa, went to NXT. So he's sharing a brand now with Roman Reigns. But looks like Roman Reigns don't even care to appear anymore at the brands, the roster shows, to be clear. So here you got him, Jimmy Uso, and of course he got immediately quite a task for himself. He got the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Never ever have been pinned before. 2 shoulders onto the ground, onto the mat, and 1, 2, 3 counts never happened to Jacob Fatu. He did lose some matches, pure by disqualification or his teammate losing, but he himself, no, never lost a match. Never the 2 shoulders down, never been pinned. So yeah, he is quite a task. And if you ask me, it won't be long before Jacob Fatu is in the main event picture, and he's fighting then for that undisputed title. And who knows, maybe it will be against Roman Reigns, and he will be the one defeating Roman Reigns. 2 shoulders on the ground, 1, 2, 3. I repeat myself, but it would be very exciting. And ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy from now on the very first SmackDown on the YouTube channel in partnership with the WWE and Netflix, please drop a like to support the show, or subscribe if you if you enjoy the show. It doesn't take much of your time, and you'll see what the bangers we get here at this show. Right now. Ooh, a super kick, this time in the guts from Jacob Fatu, going for a pin, already won. And I don't think it will be that easy, Jimmy, to win. Want to get a very fast W for Jimmy Uso, but Jacob Fatu isn't that easy. Like I said, very hard to pin, and you tried exactly after 1 super kick to pin him. That's not very smart. You should have known better, if I'm being honest. Jacob Fatu just hit those headbutts on Jimmy Uso, and that knee right to his face. Leg drop on the arm. Now getting him up from his neck on and just throwing away on the other side of the ring, Jimmy Uso. And I believe Jimmy Uso now understands what for a task he has before him. Jacob Fatu, what is he going to do now? Flying headbutt. Jimmy Uso saw that coming. Just got away from Jacob Fatu. Now throwing him in the air, and just Jacob Fatu landing just on his belly. Let's chop into Jacob Fatu. Jimmy Uso now believing that he has to cut Jacob Fatu's breath to actually make him a little bit more tired, make him exhausted, and taking advantage of that. Jimmy Uso now joining the top rope, going himself for a flying headbutt. His flying headbutt hits, going for a pin. One, only a 1 count score, so you're still at the start of the match. It's great to see Jimmy Uso trying, but with an opponent as Jacob Fatu, it's not that easy. Not that easy as you would think. You would think that Jimmy Uso knows better. Getting Jacob Fatu now onto the third rope. That's smash on his face. What is he going to do? He's going for a suplex. Chop Jacob Fatu, and it looks like Jimmy Uso knows now that he's got to kick out of the box to get his cousin on the ground. Still a 1 count, of course. Still a 1 count. Jacob Fatu now countering whatever move Jimmy Uso was going for. Jacob Fatu with his suplex on his own. Concentrating now on Jimmy Uso, the target, throwing him almost out of the ring. He went flying high, picking him up from the neck again and throwing him to the other side of the ring. That's just Jacob Fatu for you. Pure brute power from the Samoan werewolf. What is he going to do now? Oof. Just imagine that he would have gone for a 619. That would be crazy, man. But we know that only one person can do it the best. Picking him up, Jimmy Uso indirectly smashing him into the mat, going for a pin. Is it over? 1 count, 2 counts, and we're almost at a 3 count. Wow. Almost a 3 count. So our friend here, Jimmy Uso, is more exhausted than Jacob Fatu. So you see that the match is going one favor. Super kick to Jacob Fatu, and a second super kick was needed to bring him down. Jacob Fatu not giving up. Jimmy Uso lost a little bit of time. This time he throws him away into the turnbuckles. That's got to hurt. Just imagine if those protections were on there. What injury this could bring to one of the Uso brothers, with face first this time onto the turnbuckle, like he hasn't seen the turnbuckle from close by just a few seconds ago. Working with that leg on his neck, realizing he also got to cut Jimmy Uso's breath to make him exhausted. Jacob Fatu now going to DDT finishing move. Taking his time but going for a pin. Jimmy Uso is done for 1, 2, no! Only 2 counts. Only 2 counts. And you can hear it from the crowd. Fight forever. Jacob Fatu couldn't believe himself what his cousin just pulled off, what his cousin just kicked out of. And Jimmy Uso, you can see it, he's exhausted. Jacob Fatu is fighting back. Into the rope, sit up powerbomb, going for a pin, he's busy right now. 1, 2, no, still a 2 counts. Still a 2 count. What a crazy opening match is it for SmackDown. If the ratings don't go up after this one, I don't know, man. Throwing him back with that force, with 1 arm. I don't know if you saw it. It was with 1 arm, throwing him back into the ring. But Jacob Fatu just a little bit late for Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso has a chance now to come back. Jimmy Uso onto the third rope. What is he going to do? Uso splash going for a pin. It's over. It's over. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count, but of course it's a Samoan werewolf, and this is the very first 2 count for Jimmy Uso against his nephew Jacob Fatu. Now getting in again at the ropes, realizing he has to cut his breath from Jacob Fatu to make him even more exhausted, to make it more difficult to kick out at his next moves. But what a match, man. Ooh. That super kick on the back of his head, going for a pin right now. 1 count. It's a 2 count. It's over. No. And this will never be over. This will never be over, Jimmy Uso. Whatever you do. Jacob Fatu getting into the corner right now. Those headbutts again to the temple of Jimmy Uso, again cutting his breath with the boots. Getting a little bit desperate right here. What is he going to do? Oh my god, bring back Uso, going for a pin. It's over for Jimmy Uso. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. He kicks out. And Jacob Fatu is getting crazy. What more does he have to do, Jacob? Head first into the turnbuckle, getting him up on the third rope. Jacob Fatu now with that punch to his face, getting him up. Jacob Fatu now hurricanrana from the top rope. And Jimmy Uso thinking, I'm going to catch my breath outside of the ring. Very smart, because this could be very soon over. The referee started counting right here. Jacob Fatu came in like a bullet on his cousin, picking him up now, and on the side of the ring, just into the LED screen, showing his cousin. And now he decided that it's time to try something here, to maybe pin him, to take back the action into the ring, getting him now onto the ropes, Jacob Fatu. But he gets him out of the ring again. I think he has some ideas. Oh my god, jumping over the referee, getting onto Jimmy Uso from outside the ring. And you can see Jacob Fatu, his experience on that side. A guy that size shouldn't be able to do stuff like that. We are already on the 2 count from the outside. Jacob Fatu now, maybe the 3 count, waiting for Jimmy Uso to cut into 8. Ethan Page! Ethan Page, the referee saw that. Ethan Page just attacking Jacob Fatu. This match ends in a no DQ match for Jacob Fatu. So he actually won face first into the chair. Ethan Page, come on, man. That wasn't really necessary. Turning his back. Oh, then you got Jimmy Uso. Forearm onto Ethan Page, defending his cousin. Because if you want it or not, it's still family. Jimmy Uso now celebrating with the fans, and you can see how close he is with the fans. And Jacob Fatu realizing that he got to stay up. Positioning now Ethan Page, and we all know what comes next. Ethan Page, you should have think about it a second time. Going for the moonsault springboard, or springboard moonsault. Oh, and the Uso splash from Jimmy Uso. I mixed him up as well. Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu working together right here against Ethan Page, and look how happy they are. The family actually works together, and we are heading immediately in the new drafts for Monday Night Raw. It's Austin Theory. We were just talking about him, that he's still a free agent, but not anymore. who is joining Monday Night Raw, who is joining NXT. It's his ex-partner from A Down Under, Grayson Waller, joining NXT. Next up at SmackDown, it is the New Day joining SmackDown. Raw now is going to get stronger with Raquel Rodriguez, a new woman at the Red brand, who's going to join NXT. It's Piper Niven joining NXT, formerly from the Secret Harvest with Chelsea Green, champion of the US. At SmackDown, talking about SmackDown, they are reinforcing themselves with Penta. This is round 8. Next round will be the last round of the draft picks, and then everybody who's going to join the respective brands. We still have Javon Evans as a free agent, surprise enough, and of course Logan Paul, we will be hearing later on tonight what he has to say about still not getting drafted. Those were the raw draft picks of night 2. You can see Sor Ruka, you can see Braun Strowman, who is later on in action tonight. And it looks like Tyler Breeze is not happy with what just happened with R-Truth still in his underwear. And he just got fired on the very first minute of being a ring announcer. But talking about a show, because I was just saying we had a show with Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso. We're talking about a show, a tag team that can also bring the show, or should I say bring the smoke, is the Street Profits. Previously drafted to SmackDown. And it's always a pleasure to see them. The energy they are unleashing. And then I'm talking about Montez Ford as well as Angelo Dawkins. The energy that they are sharing with those fans. The energy that they are showing as well in the ring. Man, you gotta give it to them. It's just awesome to see them at work with the strength of Angelo Dawkins and the high-flying skills of Montez Ford. Every match you see from these two is really a piece of art, and that is what wrestling is all about. This tag team is going on for so long right now. Still good friends, still dominating that tag division, and still enjoying it as much as they used to from the start. These are the Street Profits. Looks like they got something to say to the WWE Universe, and they felt the love immediately entering the arena. I felt it too. You see those two guys and you get immediately excited. You want to make some party, you want to smoke, you want to have fun. They were talking about the big man. I guess it's the War Raiders, your tag team champions on the SmackDown brand. But they are now embarrassing. They are now attacking actually DIY on their embarrassing performance. And of course, the only thing you do when you attack DIY is to make them mad. You can look Tommaso Ciampa's head, at his face, sorry, and he doesn't look very happy. Look at his face, not very happy, of course not. When you put a hello performance at WrestleMania and some two dudes come into the ring and just tell them you were awful, he have all reasons not to be very happy. Looks like Johnny Gargano is the one that will that will start the competition. I will put it like that. can't even talk anymore. Of course, DIY defeated Street Profits, who have their shot at WrestleMania. It's really Wonka and his Oompa Loompa. Where did they search for that inspiration, man? They want the smoke, of course. They want the smoke. Oh, Tyler Breeze advancing to the ring. Going to make an announcement for everyone here. The winner face War Raiders at Judgment Day, and the match is right here, right now. We will have a #1 contenders match right here, right now. The winner goes to Judgment Day, face the War Raiders, and it's starting immediately right here. The referee coming to the ring very fast. And Montez Ford now getting Gargano to the ropes, working on his agility, his speed, and getting really crazy after luckily putting Gargano on the mat, but he lost a little bit time there. Gargano now, ooh, that knee to his face, demanding Montez Ford to get up. Ooh, that spinning DDT. It's crazy how you just got two teams having a go at each other, and then you got Tyler Breeze just going out here and say, look, you two, we're going to do the same as WrestleMania. You two face off. The winner gets the War Raiders. Ooh, that DDT from Montez Ford, similar like to the one that Johnny Gargano did, just without the spinning. It's crazy that Tyler Breeze just says like, hey, you two right here facing each other off, and the winner goes to Judgment Day, the next PLE. If you missed it, it's Judgment Day, and the winner goes to Judgment Day to actually face off with the War Raiders, your WWE Tag Team Champions. Montez Ford now with Splash going for a pin, 1 count, and only a 1 count. Of course, it's pretty early in the match. Montez Ford now trying to pick Johnny Gargano up. Johnny Gargano is a little bit faster than Ford with that clothesline from Johnny Gargano. He is hyped up right now and hyping up the audience as well. Getting Montez Ford locked in towards his partner. The tag is made. Tommaso Ciampa is now the legal man. Over top rope goes Johnny Gargano. Oof! That knee from Tommaso Ciampa is very deadly as well. Tommaso Ciampa going for a pin. Wow! Only a 1 count. Like I said, pretty early in the match. Tommaso Ciampa catching a breath right now. Ooh! And that face on his that's knee on his face. Wow, I can't talk anymore. Earlier I said as well, Tommaso Ciampa catching his breath, but this is Montez Ford catching his breath, standing moonsault, going for a pin. Only a 1 count. Of course, Tommaso Ciampa is still fresh in this match. Locking in with each other. Ooh, Tommaso Ciampa with that neck breaker on Montez Ford. Springboard, elbow, no, not a springboard, it was just going to the ropes and then elbow drop on the back of Montez Ford. Looks like the commentary in this match is not going to be awesome if I keep making some stupid errors like that. Montez Ford taunting Tommaso Ciampa, went for the clothesline, picking him up. Angelo Dawkins striking Tommaso Ciampa on his back. And now it's Angelo Dawkins, the legal man in his tag team, picking Tommaso Ciampa up and advancing. I believe he's going to turnbuckles and face first. into the turnbuckles, getting some speed right now with that knee to his face. It looks like it's the face he's targeting. Oh, I got him onto the ground. He just demands to stand up, and then he got him again onto the ground, but with brutal force, working on that knee of Tommaso Ciampa. Of course, if you weaken that knee, he won't be able to use it anymore. With those strikes we saw him give to Montesfort, Tommaso Ciampa, known for his the use of his knees. The strikes are pretty deadly from the man himself. And so Dawkins now got Tommaso Ciampa with that knee. A lot of you don't know, but there is a pretty height from the third rope onto the exterior of the ring. So it's a pretty difficult move. Let us say you have to have a lot of courage to try something like that. Tommaso Ciampa now fighting back, blocking in with Angelo Dawkins. Oof, that knee, as I was telling, is pretty deadly. Use that knee against Angelo Dawkins, and you gotta say, Tommaso Ciampa, that force he has to pick Angelo Dawkins so high is impressive. The frog splash from Johnny Gargano. 1, 2, only a 2 count. We are advancing in the stage of the match where everything can be crucial right now. With that 2 counts, that 2.9 counts, you never know when this match can finish. Ooh, face first into the turnbuckle. Johnny Gargano now flooring Angelo Dawkins, that drop kick to the back of his head. And Dawkins now catching a breath as well. Johnny Gargano wanted to work on those legs, but Angelo Dawkins was a little bit faster, almost threw him outside of the ring. Imagine he went on over the top rope right there. That would be great. Ooh, that crucial front into his face of Johnny Gargano could be the end. 1, 2, only a 2 counts. Johnny Gargano countered that one. Gargano face first in the mat for Angelo Dawkins. He's now joining the top rope, going for the elbow drop on the back of Angelo Dawkins, and again an elbow drop. And advancing to his tag team partner, Tommaso Ciampa is again the legal man, and I think you're going to see, yes of course, the same move we saw earlier, so that Johnny Gargano can make use of his kicks, and Tommaso Ciampa here can make use of his deadly knees. Tommaso Ciampa going for a finisher, going for the pin. Is it over? 1, 2. When it kicks up, it looks like anyway Montesfort will be quite on time for Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins now with that headbutt. You can hear the crowd singing tag team wrestling, and this is tag team wrestling at its peak. Getting Angelo Dawkins now into the corner. Johnny Gargano is now the legal man. Ooh. A senton bomb onto Angelo Dawkins. Pretty, very good. He's going for it. The submission move. Is Angelo Dawkins going to tap out? This could be just over. And don't know what Montesfort is doing. Not paying attention that this could be very dangerous for his partner. That he could lose the number 1 contenders match. But Angelo Dawkins now, he found a way to fight back. He found his way to fight back, and he got him all over his legs. And Gargano fighting back as well. Like I said, this is a stage of the match where everything can go very, very fast. Just one finisher can mean the end of the match. And again, that punch onto his face. Joe Dawkins now going for attack. It's Montez Ford now, the legal man. Going for that leg breaker onto Andrew Dawkins. Now it's over. 1, 2, no! Tommaso Ciampa is there. And quickly getting out of the ring like he had nothing to do with that. Just saving his partner, and of course it is pretty dangerous to tag not even a few feet from where Tommaso Ciampa stands. And he still, you gotta admit, Johnny Gargano is still fighting back, even though he just got tag teamed by Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. It's now time for Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. They are going for the same moves, because Tommaso Ciampa can make use of that knee. Getting Montez Ford up now. He was going for his finisher as well. Getting him onto that turnbuckle, clotheslining to that turnbuckle. Montez Ford now. What is he going to do? Oh my god, he hits it. It's over. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. That's the power of DIY. They do not take risks. Tommaso Ciampa is pinned. Johnny Gargano got to intervene. If it's the other way around, it's Tommaso Ciampa who's got to interfere. Oh my god. Going for that finishing move. Montez Ford very smart. What I just said, he listened. And it's 3 counts. The Street Profits are going to Judgment Day to face the War Raiders this time. I was pretty sure that DIY was going to be the one advancing to Judgment Day, because they defeated already Street Profits earlier. What a match, man. Like I said, they knew that every time you pin one of the 2 members of DIY, the other one would come and break the pin. Just like that. Montez Ford here, I think it's the only time that he interfered in a pin. But the other way around, it was always or DIY or Johnny Gargano or Tommaso Ciampa, sorry, who interfered a pin. So what did Montez Ford? He listened. He just eliminated, I think it was Tommaso Ciampa. I don't remember correctly. I think it was Tommaso Ciampa. He eliminated him from the side of the ring, and then our friend here, Angelo Dawkins, got his. No, it was here. Johnny Gargano got eliminated on the side of the ring, and Tommaso Ciampa is the one getting pinned. Montez Ford making sure that Johnny Gargano isn't coming back, but after that incredible match, it would take a long time before coming back. Look at that, how happy he is. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your number 1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship, advancing to the draft. Who is going to join Raw? Sorry, it's Berto. We saw Angel Garza joining NXT. This time it's Berto joining Monday Night Raw. So the tag team did split. BFAB going to NXT. Now for SmackDown, who's next? It's Jacob Fatu. We saw him in the match earlier, and we saw as well that he was still a free agent, but not for long. He joins Jimmy Uso at SmackDown. And Jade Cargill joining Monday Night Raw. Pretty late draft pick for her. Ludwig Kaiser is on NXT. Last but not least, Javon Evans is joining SmackDown. This is the last round. Next up are the bonus draft picks. Um, what a round! We still have Naomi as a free agent. Let's not forget, not drafted at all. And of course, our friend here, Logan Paul, who we will hear from pretty soon tonight. And those were your draft picks from night 2 at NXT. It's Simon Ortiz now talking to Tyler Breeze. Of course, we have our very first match announced for Judgment Day. Simon Ortiz ready to vacate that title if he needs to, if Roman Reigns doesn't show up. But this is the very first match for the Judgment Day. Street Profits against the War Raiders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And we saw it earlier, and here he is, Logan Paul, advancing to the ring. You can hear it from the crowd. Nobody's happy to see him. I'm not happy as well. I don't like that guy. But he's advancing to the ring. Still a free agent. If you missed Raw, he actually was not happy at all with Trish Stratus not drafting him on the very first night. At NXT, he didn't even bother to show up. So I was pretty happy for that. I didn't had to look at his face. And then, of course, you have SmackDown now, where he makes an appearance, possibly going to SmackDown on the bonus drafts, possibly going to NXT on the bonus drafts, or possibly going to Raw on the bonus drafts. Or he just could stay a free agent, pretty much like R-Truth. Pretty sure that R-Truth is not going to be drafted. So Logan Paul has something to say, talking here straight to Philadelphia. We are all irrelevant to him. I don't really care what he has to say. Yes, of course. You're still a free agent. You must be in a record for some guy who thinks he's so relevant and still be a free agent. Yeah, but you still took the RKO, Logan. And of course, for people who don't know, Logan Paul is facing Randy Orton next week at Monday Night Raw. And he can't even talk anymore with so much people just booing him, which I understand. I understand the people, but advancing. What am I saying? From next week, you see here Logan Paul facing Randy Orton, the Viper, the Apex Predator. He is facing Logan Paul after that RKO he gave him. But now it looks like we are backstage with Tia Hale and Roxanne Perez, your women's champion from Friday Night SmackDown. She defeated Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. And if you haven't saw it, what a match. A 5-star. We all thought Roxanne Perez would have been done for, but she came back better than ever and defeated the EST Bianca Belair. They do have a very good roster on SmackDown, especially on the women's side. She's not afraid of any other woman? Are you sure? that pretty much sums it up. Oh, but here she is, Rhea Ripley. And I can feel the sarcasm there in her voice. Remember, Roxanne Perez still 23 years old and already face to face with Rhea Ripley, one of the most brutal women. Oh my god! Backstage, it's Charlotte Flair attacking Rhea Ripley. As I was saying, Rhea Ripley is one of the most brutal women on the roster at SmackDown. But of course, that roster is stacked for the women, and I just think Charlotte wants to send Rhea Ripley a message. This is disgusting. And just announced, next week Jimmy Uso faces Ethan Page after that interference he just did against Jacob Fatu. And next up, of course, you can't hear it, but I can. It is the main event of the evening. Sheamus will face a big SOB, like you can see here, Braun Strowman. Of course, people who didn't know and people who does know, Braun Strowman is drafted to Monday Night Raw. What is he doing here at SmackDown? Well, I talked to him backstage, and he told me, listen man, some wrestlers in their contract, they have a rematch clause. If you lose the title, you can activate that rematch clause for that title again, and after, if you lose a second time, yeah, you just lost the title. But he doesn't want to think about that. He thinks, listen, wasn't my day at WrestleMania, I lost the title against Sheamus and I want it back. Even though I'm at Raw, I could bring the US title to Raw and have two minor titles for the men on Monday Night Raw. Would it be possible for Braun Strowman to take the title home with him? Or will this guy stand in between him and his title? The ex-champion Braun Strowman is not going to let this happen that easily. Look how good it looks around his waist. The Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. With that US title around his waist. He did win it at WrestleMania, and not even a week after, he has to defend it already, and of course he's going to do it with a smile. He already defeated Braun Strowman. Wasn't an easy task, but he would do it for a second time, of course. And he looks ready, and the fans are as well. I am excited as well, and I hope you are at home excited as well. You can hear the crowds chanting "Get these hands," referring to our friend here, Braun Strowman, coming from Raw. If you guys at home are enjoying as well, please leave a like to support the channel for even more content from our partner WWE and Netflix, so that we can bring even we can sell it to them. We can advance all together to make even better shows. For my commentary to be better, where I stop botching stupid names, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure we are getting somewhere, and I'm pretty hyped about it. This is the bell that's going to ring in a few minutes for the title that the referee is holding in his hands. The big SOB, of course, is familiar with that title because he previously held it not even a week ago around his waist, going down at WrestleMania. can still hear the crowd chanting, "Get his hands." And it's Sheamus looking to give his hands to the big SOB, just working on his chest. Braun Strowman now with that headbutt to Sheamus. Don't forget, Sheamus has been working out pretty much a lot. Previous return to the WWE didn't end well, didn't start well, sorry. A lot of commentary about his belly. Oh my god, this a butterfly suplex on Sheamus. Now Braun Strowman working on the shoulders of Sheamus. So yeah, Sheamus is now back. He made a comeback quite before WrestleMania, and he said, "Look, man, I'm going after your title. If you want it or not, Braun Strowman has been champion for so long. He's a big SOB. You can't just pin him and it's over." But I am pretty much excited about this match. Sheamus finding a way to get Braun Strowman on the floor, going for a pin one. And of course, only a one count is pretty early in the match. That big SOB has to take much more damage before you can pin him for a 3 count. Sheamus now getting Braun Strowman up, but Braun Strowman, that cheeky elbow into the guts of Sheamus. Braun Strowman now working on the face of Sheamus. What does he have in mind? Oh my god, just dropped him on the hard side of the ring. One of the hardest sides on the ring. And this can hurt, man. This can really hurt. Sometimes this is what causes injury. And again, working on the sides. It's pretty crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. So you can expect a match of one of a kind. We already saw previously Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu facing each other with a crazy match. Both Samoan werewolf as Jimmy Uso, Big Jim as I call him, hit their finishers. Still wasn't enough, and it took Ethan Page to end the match in disqualification. Of course, Jacob Fatu winning because he got attacked. We had the Street Profits facing DIY, a rematch actually between those two again to be #1 contenders. This time it's Street Profits who defeated DIY. Braun Strowman with that suplex on Sheamus. This could be it. This could be it, and Braun Strowman knows it. 1, 2, only a 2 counts. The public chanting, "This is awesome," shouting, "This is awesome," sorry. And I was saying Street Profits defeated DIY on a rematch to become #1 contenders for Raw Raiders, their title, and they are going to face each other at Judgment Day. Next PLE, people who didn't know. Braun Strowman now walking on the face of Sheamus. And you can see Sheamus really suffering actually. Of course, you got a man this size working on you. You can see some bruises on Sheamus' chest. Easily to see with the reason why he's so white. Sheamus now getting Braun Strowman back in the ring with one arm. That's crazy move, man. Braun Strowman now advancing to Sheamus. Sheamus getting him back onto the ground. Sheamus now going to work on his legs. No, he's going to throw a powerball. He hits it. What a force. What strength of Sheamus. Not even a 1 count. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman means business, man. Ex-champion. Of course, he's not going to let that title slide. Like I said, Braun Strowman is one of the few that has a rematch clause in his contract. It means that if he loses his title, he gets a rematch. also for the title. Whenever he wants, he can put it in. And this is the time he wanted. He wanted to go to SmackDown, take the title away from Sheamus and get it back on Monday Night Raw. And Braun Strowman again. He got something with the side of the ring. He just attacks Sheamus's back constantly on those sides. And Sheamus now pushing Braun Strowman away. Strowman face first into that commentator's table, followed by a clothesline from Sheamus. Braun Strowman up now the upper hand. Sheamus is held in a powerbomb move. What is he going to do? He's just casually carrying him around the ring, hitting him onto that post and onto that ground. Sheamus getting out. Braun Strowman getting in the ring and now out of the ring again, demanding Sheamus to get up. Look at his back, full of bruises. He is full of bruises. Face first into that post. Some actions might seem innocent, but believe me, if you get a post in your face this close with those speed, it can hurt, man. It can really hurt, and it could even be an injury. That knee into Sheamus' face, going for a pin. 1, 2. Sheamus still wants to fight for his title. Like I said, it could provoke an injury. Just a face in the post in your face. Braun Strowman wanted to go for his finisher. And back. Sheamus again with that crazy speed of him and that strength to just carry Braun Strowman. Might be for a short term, but he still does it. Incredible clothesline from the Celtic Warrior. But like I said earlier, to come back to this, some moves can cause an injury even if they look just innocent like that. This could actually break your neck as well. Going for a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Braun Strowman still wants to fight for his title. Title who is actually his. And for Braun Strowman, Sheamus just stole it at WrestleMania. But in my opinion, Sheamus did deserve it at WrestleMania. Going for a pin. Only a 2 count. After that incredible broad kick from Sheamus, so should have been a 3 count. Headbutt to the Celtic Warrior. Braun Strowman now lifting him up, working on his back in a submission move. This can crush Sheamus. It's a good move to hurt the side, his chest, his bones actually, but Sheamus still fighting through. One reason or another, he could escape that submission move, uppercut into that turnbuckle, and now working on the chest of Braun Strowman, just like Braun Strowman did just work on the chest of Sheamus on another way. Sheamus now asking Braun Strowman, get up, man. This is it. This is over. Ooh. Asking again, Braun Strowman, get up, man. You can look at those bruises. Look at those bruises on his back. Oh, those knees. 1, 2. Just remember, Sheamus is casually lifting Braun Strowman up. A guy that big, lifting him up that easily, going for a pin again. 1, 2. Only a 2 counts. Still a 2 counts. On the Celtic on Braun Strowman, from the Celtic Warrior. Braun Strowman now fighting back. Ooh, he wanted to go for a punch. Sheamus counters. Sheamus got now Braun Strowman where he wants him. Over the top rope. What is he going to do? This move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how we know the Celtic Warrior, one of his favorite moves, one of the most crucial moves in his moveset. But Braun Strowman doesn't care, lifting him up outside of the ring, and he hits it. Now it's over. You do it outside of the ring, of course it's over. Because that floor comes harder than the mat in the ring. Braun Strowman now going for a pin. It's over now. 1, 2. Only 2 counts. Crazy how Sheamus kicked out of this one. And Braun Strowman can't believe it. Look at him. He's getting really mad. He's getting a little bit desperate. How to defeat the Celtic Warrior? Well, man, if I knew it, I would tell you. But I don't know it. Sheamus now kicking Braun Strowman away. Lifting Braun Strowman up. Look at those muscles. Samoan drop. Is it the Samoan drop? Not sure. Asking Braun Strowman now to get up. And the broad kick. The broad kick. This could be it. Sheamus, could we win this match? 1, 2, 3. The Celtic Warrior is retaining. The Celtic Warrior is retaining, and I don't know if you heard the crowd. They told one more time, of course. Why? Because this is a top quality match. Look at here again, that butterfly suplex from the big SOB. Here's Sheamus just casually dropping Braun Strowman on his back. Braun Strowman now here casually dropping Sheamus on the side of the ring, the hard side of the ring. And with those power bombs, just like that, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus retains. He proves why he's the champion. Was it any luck at WrestleMania? It was just pure skill, pure intelligence from Sheamus. Look at with that with all those pounds just hitting casually that knee into the face of Sheamus. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. And here Sheamus as well, looking for his signature move, trying to finish it off. Went for a pin, only a 2 count. We know how it happened. And that broad kick that defined the end of the match. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus retains his US Championship. Look at him celebrate. It's Trick Williams. Trick Williams. And even the crowd is surprised to see Trick Williams. I'm not surprised. He's drafted at SmackDown. But directly attacking Sheamus, this dude just doesn't care, man. He just doesn't care. It's crazy. That's the way to make your debut at SmackDown. Just attacking the US champion, making a name for yourself. Actually, look, Trick Williams, happy of course for his actions. Let me tell you, I don't believe that this story is over just yet. I don't believe that Sheamus will let that slide. As you're now backstage with Tia Hill on the commentary with Cody Rhodes, on an interview with Cody Rhodes, should I say. Cody Rhodes believing that he will be the one to defeat Roman Reigns for the title. Did it in the past, could do it again. Oh, it looks like he got interrupted by Drew McIntyre, the one that lost against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The Scottish Warrior lost his match. He won the Royal Rumble but lost his match in the main event against the OTC Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns retains, and Drew McIntyre is letting Cody Rhodes know, listen man, if you can't defeat me, you can defeat Roman Reigns. And Cody Rhodes thinks, look, we will put it to the test and we will have a match next week. Drew McIntyre accepted, and it's made official very fast. And of course, when two superstars of their caliber wants to face off one another, you don't say no. You gave them what they want. It's a match. It looks like another superstar drafted to SmackDown is advancing to the ring. It's none other than the Miz. Wasn't expecting a show closer. Wasn't expecting to go immediately to the bonus drafts after Sheamus' match. But it looks like the Miz went to management and said, "Listen, man, I want to close the show." He's going to close the show. I'm I'm kind of excited and kind of surprised that he's here tonight to close off the show. You can hear from the crowd they are not pleased as well, where there are still some mixed reactions. Miz has his better days. Miz has days where he's an absolute prick. Which Miz will we have here tonight? Yeah. Whatever Miz we will get tonight, he's taking his time. Now addressing the WWE universe. Exactly, what a show closer at Philadelphia. The very last draft night. After this, all goes back to normal. Ooh, return of Miz TV with his lovely wife. And those are your last draft picks. Left superstar to go to Monday Night Raw is Logan Paul. He gets drafted. Congratulations, man. I bet he might be happy. Next one, going to NXT. Dragon Lee is joining NXT. Now for SmackDown, the last superstar that actually can join SmackDown is... What? It's John Morrison. You can hear the pop, and he's present here tonight. John Morrison is present here tonight. And you gotta say, did Miz know about this? Because what a surprise it might be. John Morrison is here tonight. You could hear it from this pop. They're all crazy about this guy. He is making his entrance into the ring together with Miz. And yes, this is awesome. What a way to celebrate the end of the evening. They are reuniting again, and Miz looks surprised as well, so I don't think that he knew about this. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening. Till next time.